Hey folks, Lever here once again. Welcome back to another review. I'll be doing my review on Catwoman, the 2011 DC Showcase film. Again, that was only 15 minutes long, this short film. And guys, if remember, my YouTube channel is 853 subs. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Always appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Always appreciate it. Appreciate the support. It means a lot. Yeah. But anyway, remember it's the mask profile picture. Now you can watch videos on my other channel with the Batman Mask of the Phantasm profile picture, but do not subscribe to that channel. Stay subscribed to this one. If you're subscribed to this channel already, stay subscribed on here, okay? If you want to continue to see me doing other videos, reviews and videos and such. And anyway, I've been only doing superhero marathon on my YouTube channel, guys. I've been reviewing what I call the 2010s era of superhero reviews. This is superhero movies that came out in the year 2010 to 2019, and now I'm starting with the year 2012. Funny, that was the year I graduated high school. And this film came out, yeah, in February 3rd. And really underrated movie. Really good film. I don't know if people how people feel about it, but it's directed by Josh Trank. No, it's not Fantastic, even though I don't hate that movie, but I like this movie better. This is a pretty good film. This is a 2012 found footage superhero science fiction thriller film. You can call it. This is what I call it. And it's Josh Trank. This is his directorial directing debut. That means it's his first time directing a movie, and that is Chronicle, which stars Dandy, Han, Alex Russell, and Michael B. Jordan. And I really like this movie. It's a found footage film. That means the whole movie is shot like on a camera. So that's part of this whole cinematography. It's on camera the whole time. You know, there are other found footage movies, I'm sure. Blair Witch Project, I think that's one. I'm not gonna sit here and look up. Well, let's see. Yeah, yeah. That's like VHS, The Den, Record, VHS 2, The Visit, a couple of horror movies, just to mention some. End of Watch, I guess that's one. I never knew that. Cloverfield, I guess, is one. I don't know, never seen it. Or VHS or to Echo. Yeah. But there's many more. I can't think of any other scene. Okay, yeah, the Blair Witch Project. Yeah, I heard that. It was a 1999. I can't say it was the first one because I've never seen it. End of Watch is the one? Oh, okay, well, and that came out the same year as this. But anyway, I'll get into Chronicle talking about it. So, the production. Josh Trank had convinced the idea for Chronicle. Let's see. So, well, I'll talk about him later. In high school, spent the following years generating ideas for the film. Up-and-coming screenwriter Jeremy Slater had collaborated with Tank while working on an unmade spec script. By 2010, Slater had moved on, leading to Trank contracting Max Landis, who agreed to co-write the film. The version of the script was written in 3 weeks after Landis had pitched the film behind Trank's back. Trank's original draft had the character of Steve being hit by a plane and dying in the middle of the second act. Landis removed that this is from his revisions, which saw the entire second act. Brought to the rights of the project and greenlit, the film with Trank serving as director in January 2011. For the production of the movie, sorry, for budgetary reasons, the film was shot in Cape Town, South Africa, with film Africa worldwide, as well as in Vancouver, Canada. Trank cited the films Carrie and The Fury as influenced on Chronicle. Filming started in May 2011 and continued for 18 weeks, ending in August 2011. Cinematographer Matthew Jensen used the Arrow XO video camera to shoot the film, and Upton and Cook 4 lenses. Post-production techniques were used to give it a found footage look. A cable ram rig was used for a shot in which the character Andrew levitates his camera 120 feet into the air. There, Alex's camera was mentioned on skateboard to similar Andrew's camera sliding across the floor. Stuntman who was suspended from crane wire right for flying scenes with green screen special effects used for close-ups of the actors. Andrew's video camera in the movie is a Canon XL Mini DV, and he later switches it to an HD camera that resembles a Canon VXHF M30. His settled bedroom is actually a set that was constructed on a film studio stage in Cape Town. Due to vehicles driving on the left side of the road and having cameras on the right side in South Africa, American-style vehicles ship had to be shipped in for the production. DVD delays were provided to the director, covered by the Cape Town firm HD Hub. According to Josh Trank, Max Landis was banned from set during production, and Trank has not spoken to him since 2012. Trank confirmed that was sexual and emotional abuse accusations. I don't know if that's true or not. Following the film's success, the step towards production of a sequel was taken. Fox Airlines to write the script for it, but the involvement of Tank as director was unclear. Further in October 2012, that Fox was happy with the script, but Landis said that in April 2013, Landis said that Fox liked the script, which would be darker in tone. The production was moving along. Trank commented in 2020 that following the experience of making Chronicle, he was never on board with the sequel. While he thought the script was fine, he felt that it had nothing to do with what I wanted it to. The original film, he did what he could to start progress on it. I really didn't ever want to see Chronicle 2 happen. That was my worst nightmare. First of all, I'm not doing it. Second, if somebody else does it, then you know it's going to be a piece of shit. And he's to the point. Probably. In August 21st, a female lead sequel was officially announced. Producer John Davis. It'd be set 10 years of the events of the first film, such as fake news and cover-ups. Okay. It says he worked on Chronicle, but I'm not seeing a sequel. I'm not seeing something for a sequel. Maybe it never happened. Let's see. The film was also written by Max Landis and a story by him with Josh Trank. They shot the film mostly in Cape Town, Africa, for budgetary reasons, like I said earlier. I think there might be a director's cut. It can't additional footage. So I guess there is a bit of a director's cut for this movie. I don't know. If you've seen this film, let me know in the comments down below if there's a director's cut for this movie. I would like to know because I'm a fan of the film. And again, I do like this movie. It's a good film, you know. But anyway, for the cast of the movie, you have Dandy Hunt as Andrew Demeter, Apex Predator, who he becomes later. Of course, he would go on to be in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 as Harry Osborn, Goblin, which I do like him in the role. Traveling the City of a Thousand Planets. I heard that movie bombed or flopped at the box office. Yeah, even Amazing Spider-Man 2 made money. Hmm. Yeah. I can only say Chronicle. I've seen him in, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I saw that in theaters. Don't know if he does any movies anymore. Says he was an opener, a Christopher Nolan movie. Never seen it. Alex Russell as Matt Grady. He was in Chronicle and Believe Me, in a drama series called SWAT. I think based on the movie SWAT, which I've never seen. He's also in the Carrie remake. I may have seen him in that. I don't think he was very good in that movie. He was on the Unbroken film. That is a true story. Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan as Steve Montgomery. He was in other two superhero movies. He was Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and Fantastic Four. Working again with Josh Trank. And Eric Killmonger, the main villain in Black Panther from 2018. Yeah. And Just Mercy, where he played a lawyer fighting for Jamie Foxx or whatever, something like that. Yeah, along with co-star Brie Larson. And he voiced Victor Stone in Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. Cool. And I don't like the pre movies. He made a cameo in Space Jam: A New Legacy, but I don't really care to see that. But that's just me. And Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, he has a cameo. Michael Kelly as Richard Dementor, uh, Andrew's father. Okay, he was in the 2000 film Unbreakable. Yeah, I know that's also kind of a superhero thriller, but I never really got interested in that movie for some reason. He was on Man of the Moon, Michael Kaufman playing Andy Kaufman's brother, Defender, and he was also a Man of Steel. Ashley Henshaw is Casey Letter, beautiful actress though. Let's see. The Death and Return of Superman. Well, she was Power Girl. Yeah. Anna Wood as Monica. I don't think I've seen her in anything. Crystal O'Donnell Roberts as Samantha. Haven't seen her in nothing either. Sorry. And like I said, created by Josh Trank, who's an American film editor, screenwriter, and film editor as well. Yeah. Well, he's only directed 3 movies. That was Chronicle, Fantastic Four, and Capone from 2020. How did that movie do? Hmm, decent money, I guess. Yeah. But he mainly, his acting credits, but he's a big fan of Mr. Capone. Yeah, and I guess he's run some movies, but he hasn't made much movies. I think Fantastic Four, the 2015 movie, or people saw it as a bad force, did not make huge money at the box office. Yeah. But I never blamed Josh Trank for that movie. The screenplay by Max Landis. I guess he says he's had allegations about women. I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. And it's produced by John Davis. Produced films like License to Drive, Little Monsters, Predator 2, Grumpy Old Man, Richie Rich, The Hunted, Daylight with Stallone, Dudley Do Right with Brendan Fraser, Dr. Dolittle 2 with Eddie Murphy, Behind Enemy Lines with uh, Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson, Dad Daycare with Eddie Murphy, I Robot with Will Smith, Fat Albert, Aragon, Norbit, Predators, Marmaduke, Mr. Robert's Penguin, some movies I don't care for. There, those 3 I mentioned. The Man from Uncle, which is 2015. And then The Predator for 2018, which I didn't care for. Not really interested in seeing Prey, but that's just me. Adam Schroeder also produces it. Let's see. Produced films like South Park, Bigger and Longer Cut, and Uncut, Bringing Out the Dead, Angels Wishes, Ashes, Zoolander, Orange County, A Simple Plan, Sleepy Hollow. Oh, he produced the 1999 Sleepy Hollow film that was directed by Tim Burton and starring Johnny Depp. Tim Burton film, sorry. Cinematography by Matthew Jensen. He also edited Fantastic Four and Wonder Woman 1984. 3 other superhero films after Chronicle. Edited by Elliot Greenberg, production company 20th Century Fox, Davis Entertainment Company, Dune Entertainment. It's distributed by 20th Century Fox. It was released February 3rd, 2012, here in the United States. It's 83 minutes long. It's only 1 hour and 24 minutes long. Box office made 15 million. I mean, budget it was $15 million. $15 million. Now the box office made 126 million dollars worldwide. The film received positive reviews with praise for the premise, and hopefully the cast too. RG gave the film stars, 3.5. This is, I think, a year before Ebert's death. From the ordinary beginning, Josh Trank's Chronicle grows into an entertaining movie that involves elements of a superhero origin story, a science fiction fantasy, and a drama about a disturbed teenager. When it says it's not a superhero sci-fi movie that has appeared out of nowhere to demand your immediate attention, and it does. The film has a poster of believable than bad. It isn't wholly original, but it does brim with emotion. Peter Travers, despite a grimly premise, not overuses action with the characters you can laugh and should name take to heart. One critic said gave the film 2 stars out of 4, saying, "I was a little more than entirely play the dangers of power, rehashing insights about the sarcasm and documentary impulse." Okay, don't agree with that, but Dan DeHaan, he did win an award for Breakthrough Performance of the Year and a Golden Trailer Award for the best most original trailer. The trailer is good for the movie. It only won 2 awards, but I don't care about academies though. That's just me. I know they were what a few days ago when the academies happened, but I don't really care about that. But that's just me. That's the only thing I don't care about when it comes to movies. Well, like I said, the plot of the movie. Let me read you the plot real quick. Plot synopsis, and there will be spoilers in the review. gonna read the plot synopsis here, talk about the movie itself, and give my final opinion on the movie itself. Maybe I'll read some quotes if I have time. But anyway, what the movie's about, the story is that you have these three teenagers in the movie, our three leads here. That is Andrew, Matt, and Steve. Yeah, yep. But it says here that Andrew, he's socially awkward. He's a teen who's famed from whose main form of escape and expression is on a video camera. But things begin to change with Andrew, his cousin Matt, and Steve. They discover a mysterious substance that's a rock that leaves them with incredible superpowers. They have abilities to become more powerful. They can fly. They have telekinesis, super strength. The teens' lives spin out of control when their darker sides begin to emerge, especially Andrew. Andrew captures the events unfolding, and Andrew begins to lose it. And they have first they have some of these powers, then it gets more darker as they get more powerful, and things take a turn for the worst in the movie. And yeah, and that's the plot for you. I'm gonna give you plots now. So again, if you've never seen Chronicle from 2012, written by Josh Trank, do not watch this review. Don't spoil it for yourself. You don't sit here and watch my whole review, me stuff about the entire movie, and then you spoil it for yourself. Um, and this movie does take place around the year, so like I said, I graduated that year, so yeah. I think I remember when this movie came out. Yeah, because the school started in January, usually after Christmas and New Year. So yeah, evidently this was the first superhero movie of 2012. I didn't see this in theater. I didn't see Ghost Rider. Um, but I did see the Amazing Spider-Man. But in July, Dark Knight Rises, I saw that, and I saw the Avengers that I saw during the week after. It was like the week of my birthday when I saw it. So that was good. I got to see it twice in theaters in 2012, so that was awesome. But anyway, back to the movie Chronicle. Sorry, we're not on the Avengers yet. That revisit review's coming soon, though. Hopefully, it will. But the film opens up with you meet Andrew Dimmer. He's videotaping his life. His mother Karen, she's dying of cancer, and his father's an alcoholic. He was a former firefighter, but he gave up the job just to collect the insurance, and he's just been sitting around. His father is a complete asshole. He's mean. He abuses Andrew. He yells at him. He's yelling at him. Andrew's even scared to open the door, even scared to be around his dad. And I don't blame him. And Matt's like, well, the camera's like, well, I'm video recording everything. He's like, okay. And, Matt's like singing a song in the car. It's like going in the car, and you see him walking around school, and vote for Steve for president. And these guys pick on him, and they hit his camera. And he's eating lunch while he's outside, in the schoolyard, like the football field. This cheerleader comes in and is like, "Can you stop recording that? It's creepy." I'm like, I'm not recording you. He gets bullied by some of his classmates, which, you feel sorry for him. I've been bullied before. I've been there, but, you know, you know, Matt invites him to a party. He's like, I don't want to go to a party. I'm just shy. That's me. Him and Matt, Andrew and Matt are been cousins. They were close when they were kids, but when they got in high school, grow apart. When you grow up a little bit, when you grow up, get older, things change between people, especially in high school. Because it becomes that in high school was about popularity a little bit and who you can hang out with and stuff. Yeah, everybody wanted to be cool and popular. Yeah, I hated that in high school. Well, let's just make good grades and graduate and get the heck out of here and get on with our lives. That's what I say. But anyway, he went his Matt was meeting with some people. He goes to his party. He's recording the party. He meets this girl. I forget her name. Who, at the moment, Mindy. I think her name is Mindy. Maybe Mindy. Damn, I'm saying shit because I can't believe her name. Okay, Cassie, not Mindy. Sorry, Cassie. And she's like, "Well, you're here at this party," and she thinks that he's a bit childish. She doesn't, and I guess he's been liking her for a long time, but she shows no interest. there's these girls dancing, and Andrew's recording, and this guy's like, "You're recording my girlfriend," and he spits water on his, you know, splashes water on his camera and spits on his camera too, and he cries about it. And he meets Steve, and Steve's like, "Hey, I'm Steve McGarvey." He's like, "There's something strange over here, man. You gotta check it out." They go in the woods. They see Matt. The trio, they enter this hole in the ground, and it's a creepy looking hole. And it's like this glowing rock. They hear this loud, strange noise. It's a large glowing, like blue crystal object, and they touch it. It looks pretty cool at first. As things get more intense, though, when Steve touches it, turns red. His nose starts bleeding. They all pass out. The camera cuts out, and then 8 weeks later, as Andrew, Matt, and Steve, they record themselves as they play towers. Like first, they have a baseball, like telekinesis on practice that. Uh, Steve throws a baseball in Matt's face, see if he can catch it. And Steve throws the baseball at him. They try to do the same thing to Dandy Hunt to Andrew, but Andrew stops it with his powers. And they play tricks on people. They develop a close friendship. They play pranks. Like I like it when they're in the store or when he's in high school. They're playing tricks, teasing people. They see these three pretty girls and they're able to use this leaf blower, the telekinesis, to blow it to get to see their underwear, of course, under their skirts. You see it briefly. Then they go in the store. Andrew's able to move this lady, kind of like the Force. Is able to use his telekinesis to move the buggy. You know, and she chases it, and you know, beat Michael B. Jordan. Steve, he uses his telekinesis to create a bear. This bear comes along, and is like, "Where are you going, little girl?" And scares the little girl. And Mac, this guy is chewing gum, and he, as he overset, pushes the guy. You know, and there's this lady in she's a red car, and Michael Jordan uses telekinesis to push the car to the other side of the parking lot, and they're laughing. It's like, "Don't mind us, we're just being foolish." Oh my god, the black guy did it, but just joke around, and that was hilarious. Yeah, so they're having a blast, and they become friends. Like I said, they begin to hang out, talk more. Like when Michael Jordan has the Pringle chips, and he uses telekinesis, just put it in his mouth, and I couldn't do that. I'd be afraid the darn chip would get caught in my throat, and I'd be like the damn old lady and the old lady in the Daredevil. You know. But it's funny, and they also do it to practice Legos. Yeah, and you find out Matt and Andrew, I guess they've been labeled girls, and apparently Andrew hasn't. But they want to try to help get them laid. Yeah, and but eventually though, Andrew goes too far. They're just driving. It's the rain. This motorist or the kind of car is beeping the horn at them to go faster. And Andrew uses his power, telekinesis, and it hits the guy into the truck, parsing the trailer a little bit there of it. And I say, Andrew, what the hell's wrong with you? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? You almost killed the guy. And Steve jumps in the water, saves the guy's life. And like, why'd you do that? They call the cops. What's that? And he's like, it's not a big deal. I was like, you wonder why we're upset? You can't do that. Okay, we gotta set some rules. We cannot use our powers on people, innocent people. We shouldn't do that. That's wrong. Because Andrew, you almost killed somebody. You can't do that. But even though Andrew doesn't think it's a big deal at first, he apologizes for it. But the next day he Matt talks to Andrew. Andrew talks to Matt on the like found footage of everything in the whole movie, found footage from a member, and he's like, "I'm not mad. I just think you need to be more careful with the powers, Andrew. Okay, you just need to be more careful and more cautious." You know. Then they see Steve's car and Steve's not there. He's like, "Look up!" And apparently Steve can fly, so they go fly and they go fly 100,000 feet in the air, which looks really cool when they're throwing the football in the air. They almost get hit by a plane. Steve almost passes out, but Andrew saves him and the camera. Like, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. but that they can't use their powers against living things like people or animals. Yeah. And eventually, Steve is able to encourage his friend. Well, like I said, him and Andrew are friends. He wants to help him get a talent show. He's like, I can help you get popular if you just join me. You deserve Andrew, you're a good guy, and he enters a talent show. He can, make balls seem to fly, or of course he can just uses his powers, of course. In case he sees this, witnesses this, and he even goes to just not Steve, Matt goes to Casey, telling her, he's like, I got to say, well, I'm not your mom. You can ship this for yourself. And I'm like, he's like, well, goodbye. He's like, Casey, okay, I'm sorry, and I just didn't know how to do this. I screwed this up. I guess trying to ask her out, but just didn't get it the right way. Andrew ends up becoming the center of attention, though. He gets real popular. He becomes really good at the whole magic stuff, so he becomes popular a bit there. His dad doesn't want him to do it. His dad's like, where you going? You think you're something special? I'm gonna find out what you're up to. And he wants his dad to go get his mom's pills because he sees his mom. She's like, "You're my special boy. I love you, son, and you're a good kid." And his mom's not really doing well, and she's just in a wheelchair. She's very sick. Um, he drinks with his classmates. They play beer pong, but he can use telekinesis to fill the balls in there in the cup, and he gets drunk. Meets this girl, Monica, a red hair girl, and first she seems like Andrew. She gives Andrew a kiss. They're gonna go upstairs and have sex, but he accidentally, I guess, drinks too much, and he vomits on her. He'd be like, "You freak," and I felt bad for him, humiliating both of them. But he humiliates Andrew well, and Andrew was like, "Get out of here, Steve. Get out of here. Go." I was like, "I'm your friend, man. Come on, relax. Sorry for laughing." Yeah, as time goes on, though, Andrew gets mad about this, gets people bully him for it. He quickly becomes withdrawn and aggressive. There's a scene where he sees a spider and grabs a spider and rips it apart with his powers, and he considers to call himself an apex predator, which is the strongest animal ever. That can eat on animals. Do you feel guilty when you step on a bug? Or feel guilty? Does the lion feel guilty when it eats its prey? And he starts to become more, and he starts to become more. So, like I said, you think, because he's the first character you see in the movie, so you're probably thinking, oh, he's going to be the main protagonist. But no, he slowly starts to become a villain, starts to go more insane, and starts, crushes a car with his power. And then he just starts to enjoy the power. His father finds his camera and accuses him of hoarding money when he could have used it for to pay for his mother's medication. He's like, "You've been so damn selfish." He's like, "Well, you do this. You could have done more. You got work. You're such a damn idiot." To his dad, and his dad attacks him. His dad abuses him, and Andrew uses telekinesis to hit his dad back. You know, nearly hurts his dad. But again, couldn't blame him. His dad was being aggressive to him, and Andrew knows he needs to get that money for his mom. It gets so physical that it nosebleeds on Steve. So when they feel pain in one another, they have a nosebleed on Steve. Matt sees it. Matt just flushes it down, ignores it, and after being in that party, meeting Casey, when when Matt started to become popular, I mean, Andrew, and he's like, Andrew, you coming to midnight? Andrew, my boy, I feel like a proud dad right now. That's what stuff about Michael Jordan says. He's like the cool guy here, the most popular of them. But so is Matt, but not as popular as Steve. But anyway, he's with Casey now, and it's like, you okay? He's like bleeding in the nose, and I guess he's calling him, his friend's trying to call him on the phone. Steve's trying to call him, but he's ignoring it. Steve sees something that's wrong. Steve flies up to Andrew in the middle of a storm, tries to console him. He's like, just leave me alone, Steve. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. He's like, no, I'm your friend. I'm help you, man. What's wrong with you? You need to get better. You know, why are you acting like this? You know, you weren't friends with us before. I said, yes, I've been friends with you guys the whole time. We've been hanging every day. You've been good friends of mine. You know, it's been the best part of my life so far, being friends with you guys. But the electricity gets crazy, and Steve is suddenly struck by lightning and killed. His body's found like in a yard or in a park or something like that, dead. You don't see it. You just see the funeral, and Andrew was incredibly frustrated about it, and he's recording the funeral, and everybody's there, even Andrew. But Andrew knows he did it. He just was like, Matt confronts Andrew about the suspicious cause of Steve's death. Andrew denies responsibility, says he didn't do it. He doesn't know what happened at all. He's like, leave me alone. And he flies off. But he probably begs for forgiveness. He cries about it. He didn't mean to kill his friend, and it's sad. He's sad about it. That's when he starts recording the camera about being an apex predator and more losing his mind. He grows more distance from Matt. He gets more bullied at school. The guy that basically picks him, he says hey to the guy and uses powers and pull like 3 of his teeth out, making him bleed. But for Andrew, those who are weaker than him, he shouldn't feel guilt about it. His mother condition is deteriorating. She's dying. He has no money to pay for her care. You know, Andrew tries to go to a doctor about it, or pharmacy, and they say, sorry, it's got $700. Your dad can't pay it. I'm sorry, we can't give you the medication. We can't. And he calls the guy a prick. And so, but he gets firefighter gear. He uses power to steal money for his medicine. These guys that he recorded earlier, he's like, giving money. He's like, like, trying to shoot them. And he kills some, he actually kills them, steals their money. Yeah, dresses up in a firefighter outfit, firefighter gear. From a local gang, he robs a gas station, pushes the guy away, steals his money, but the owner, of course, of the gas station has a shotgun, and he uses to at least like shoots at a tank or whatever, or a gas tank. It blows up. Andrew ends up on fire. You can use his father. He uses his father's gear, and he's under police investigation at the bedside. His father informs him, Andrew, that his mother has died, and that he says it's your fault, you little prick. You did this. His father's about to strike him. Andrew awakens and falls out of his hospital room. He uses his power. Matt experiences another nosebleed. He says that something wrong with Andrew. He's trying to go to the city. They get to the city, and Andrew's about to kill his father. Richard about to throw him out the window, but he catches him. He's just passed out. Bagger is a cousin of the Space Needle. He tries to reason with him, but Andrew goes hostile. And in a restaurant, any attempt to control him, he's like, "Don't tell me what to do." He uses his power and hurts more people. He flies around more. Him and Andrew Matt fight, but Andrew's a bit more powerful. They crash the buildings. Uh, he tries to lift the car that Casey's in, and Matt saves Casey from dying because Andrew uses it, and the car uses telekinesis. Andrew throws dozens of police officers in their car and keeps on throwing them. They even, he's trying to calm down the situation, but after being shot, he uses his powers like, leave me alone. He threatens Hunter's life. He's unable to get through to his cousin, and he's like, Andrew, Matt's like, Andrew, stop, don't make me do this. And he sees like this statue that has a spear on it. And he's like, don't make me do this. I don't want to do this. And Andrew just stop. You see Glass going, and Matt sees all the people around him about to die. He's about to kill a bunch of people, murder hundreds of them. Old Matt not having a choice. He uses telekinesis spear and he, hits Andrew with a spear and it kills him. And he's already passed out. But he gets up with the police, come and SWAT. He gets up and go up, fly away. They probably shoot at him, but he gets away. But later, though, Matt lands in Tibet with Andrew's camera. He speaks to the camera. He's like, I'm sorry, Andrew, for what happened to you. I should have been there for you. And I want to tell you this, bro. I love you very much. I love you. You're my brother, and I should have been there for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help people. I'm gonna help people. save people can. So, use the power for good. And he's also going to learn what I'm going to promise. Yeah, no matter how long it takes, I'm going to find out what happened to us, what that mysterious rock was, and where it came from, and how do we get these powers. I'm going to figure out what happened to us. But my friend, I made it to the bed just for you, Andrew. He's like, yeah. Snow, and it's snow there in the monastery. And he leaves the camera behind and he flies away. And that's the end of Chronicle. But anyway, let's see. Various scenes were cut in order to, and the best pacing. Chief among those are the boys testing and having fun with their newly found powers. More development on Steve's home life and expanding his relationship with Andrew, and a SWAT team attacking Andrew for a longer period of time. So I guess they had to cut out for some issue because the film is 84 minutes, so I guess they cut some of it out, which is fine. I gotta get my hands on that director's cut then. I mean, the movie's not completely perfect, but it's good. You know. Before I get to that, let me read some quotes. It's only 36 minutes in. Yes, it was the black guy this time. Andrew, look at me. This has to stop right now, okay? This is really, really bad. What happened to you? Why did you catch him? Listen, just focus, okay? I dropped him. Why did you catch him? Andrew, this is not a game. Do you understand you're hurting people? You're weak, Matt. You're all weak. I'm stronger than all of you. Andrew, listen to me, okay? I need you to listen. Just focus for a second. Andrew, he said, do not tell me what to do. They can't stop us. It's too late for us to go. It's too late. I'm done. It's over. God, you treated me like shit. You left me alone. Andrew, you're not alone up here. I'm here with you. I should have been here with you alone, but I'm here right now. We can't stop this right now. You and me. Andrew, we can just fly away. We can get out of here. We can be family. Andrew, look at yourself. This isn't who you are. Apex Predator. What? I'm an Apex Predator. I've been doing a lot of reading, like online about this Andrew talking to his camera, like just evolution and natural selection and how there's like this thing, right? It's called the apex predator, right? Basically, what this is the strongest animal in the ecosystem, right? And as human beings, we're considered the apex predator, but only because smaller animals can't feed on us because of weapons and stuff. The lion does not feel guilt when it kills a guiltily, right? Or an animal, right? You don't feel guilty when you squash a fly. I think that means something. I just think that really means something. Hey Andrew, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry and that you know that I did what I had to do. He had no choice but to kill me. He didn't want to, but he just had no choice. You're not a bad person. I know that. That's all that matters. And I want you to know that I'm going to be better from now on. I'm going to help people. I'm going to find out what happened to us down there. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to get answers. I'm not going to. I'm going to do it for you, and I'm going to do it for Steve. And just I love you, man. I didn't even get a chance to tell you that, but I love you. And guess what? Yeah, I made it. You made it. You made it. Woo! Isn't it beautiful? Goodbye, Andrew. Please believe me, Steve. I just know what I did. I lost control. I'm so sorry. I think you just becoming a part of me now, and I don't miss you, Steve. Hmm. All right, well, I'm not gonna read entire quotes here, just a little bit. Yeah, but some good dialogue. But let me get my final opinion on Chronicle. All right, this is a really good movie. Before I get into problems, I like the story. It's a good film. It's a really good story. I like how these kids get, they all get powers. They're just normal kids. You know, one's popular, one's picked on, and the other he's popular, but a good kid. You know, and they're just teenagers, and they end up getting these powers. You know, and for Andrew, it makes him turn into a darker path. The film makes you think that he's probably going to be the protagonist, the hero of the movie, but he said becomes a villain. But you see why his father abuses him. His mother's dying. He's been bullied a lot, so he's had it not too easy. And this is why I don't like school because bullying is wrong, and you shouldn't bully people. If you want to know people do crazy things or go up to crazy stuff, it's because of the way they're treated. I'm saying that's not an excuse for what Andrew did, but the way his father abused him and stuff, yeah, I mean, if he's abusing him and not caring, that's enabling Andrew to abuse and lose his mind and become so angry enough, has these powers, and it just makes him snap, you know. And you get the lesson here, even though they have fun with their powers, they don't right away save people. But I think it is a bit of science fiction and a thriller as well. And the reason I say it's a superhero film because, yeah, at first, well, not to the climax of the movie, as it becomes like a superhero movie where Matt has no choice but to kill his to kill Andrew. He has no choice because Andrew's going crazy and he's going to kill a lot of people, so he has no choice. But he becomes a better hero at the end. He has to fight his cousin and realize that I'm not trying to say it's like Spider-Man, but yes, have to take with great power does come great responsibility, and they have to learn that responsibility of your actions. You are responsible for your actions, and even though you have these powers, you gotta want to control them and not lose your mind out of it. You know, nobody's perfect, but it's a good movie. It had a good story to it. I like the cast. I think Michael B. Jordan, Dan DeHaan, Alex Russell, all three of them did a great job, and they're really all good in this movie. I love the found footage. The cinematography is very nice. Them using their powers, like throwing football in the air, flying, is cool, and like some the humor when they're teasing people with their powers is hilarious. The editing is really good. I mean, yeah, you can say the edit is a bit shaky, but it's supposed to be like intense or like suspenseful, I think, and it does a job with that. Like, oh my god, like what happened? And when they were in the rock, touching the rock, that was creepy. Pretty scary scene going down there where they jump down in the cave. And yeah, it's only 83 minutes long. Maybe you could have added more into like Andrew having more fight with the SWAT team, or getting to know Steve's life, or them using their powers more. You could have added that more. And I know this in the director's cut, but I wish they added more scenes of that in here. It's only 84 minutes long, so 1 hour 24. You could have added a little more in. I wouldn't mind it being like 1 hour 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Just to add a little more screen time, It's a good, but the thing is, I like the movie though. It is short. It's 84 minutes long, goes by at a really good pace. It's interesting. Remember, it's found footage, so everything you see is like somebody filming on a camera. You know, yeah, but they really did it well. Josh Trank, I think, did a great job directing. I think the writing, the script was really good. I thought the story was really good. You know, I think it's just a film about even though they got powers like this, they have to learn to control it, and you shouldn't hurt people, you know, because with this power you can help people. And at first, yeah, they don't save people, but I think at the end, I think when Matt, tells talks to the camera, us, the honest you, the viewer, that he loves his cousin, he had to do what he had to do, and he's gonna help people. Yeah, you can see him becoming a hero, probably becoming a superhero, but it just builds up to that. And I don't blame Josh Trank when I haven't a sequel because I felt like the ending was satisfying enough. I don't really want to see a sequel because I don't know if these cast members will come back and do this movie. Well, because again, Michael B. Jordan's character and Michael B. Jordan, I mean, and Dan DeHaan, their characters, Andrew and Steve are dead, died in the movie. So what's Matt gonna do? Save people? So I don't know what you can do with sequel. You're gonna make a female lead of it, which I'm like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be woke, but it'll probably suck. You don't need a sequel, I think. I'm fine with just getting a director's cut. If there is one, just let me know in the comments down below. I'd just rather see the director's cut. You know, yeah, that's all I care about. You don't need a sequel. Some movies don't need a sequel, and I get it. They wanted the best of pacing because of running time. I can see, but I did want to see them more testing up with their powers and more cool and more development of Steve's home life. You don't know nothing about his home life. You know nothing. You just know that he's a popular kid. Or even Matt's life. Well, they could develop Matt more, but Andrew feels like the most developed character in the movie, all three of them. Because it feels like we get to know Andrew a lot more and his reasoning. What do we know about Matt? Well, Matt's popular. I guess would say so. Maybe not follower Steve. Has a nice car. Has a crush on this beautiful girl named Casey. And he's a good guy. He you know, just a high school kid. And when he realizes his cousin's going crazy and what he's doing is wrong, he has to stop him and he has no choice. But maybe a little more development on Andrew. I mean, not Andrew, I'm sorry. On Matt and Steve would have been nice. And expand the relationship with Andrew. Yeah, that would be nice. And a SWAT team attacking Andrew for a long period of time. You could have just added that more in, you know. But despite that, though, the cast is really good too. I think all the actors do a great job. It's a well shot movie, short paced movie. Josh Trank did a good job directing. Josh Trank can direct a movie. I don't care if you hate Fan Four Stick or Fantastic Four or whatever. I don't mind that movie. But maybe my opinion will change because I'm going to do a revisit review on that. But again, watch this movie because guess what? Josh Trank can make a movie. Maybe they had to cut the film because the studio wanted it to be. Maybe the studio thought some stuff was too violent. or maybe the MPAA, Motion Pictures of America, whatever. They decide the rating of a movie sometimes. Maybe just to cut the bill of vines out, you know. And I don't like the Mono girl too much. Her red hair, Ariel looking type of girl. I didn't find her attractive. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I didn't. I found her character a little annoying, and he actually threw up on her. I know it's disgusting, but he didn't mean to, and she had to be a bitch about it. But yeah. And his father is a prick, and so I don't like the father at all. I didn't say I don't think he deserved to die, but but I see why he was angry because his father really was mean to and abused him. Like you kind of, in a way, he think his father was responsible because his father made a monster out of him because of the way he treated his son. You don't raise your kids right, they're going to grow up probably not to, they probably grow up to be insane people if you mistreat them. But that's their choice, though. But despite that, though, it's still an entertaining movie. It's a good film, and it has some good heart to it as well with the story. You know that maybe Matt can see what was wrong before, but that you know, and I said heart. Well, Matt's the one that has a good heart and realizes that he had to save his cousin and he didn't stop him, and he didn't want to, but he had no choice. But it is a good film. I definitely recommend it. If you like superhero movies, if you like science fiction films or thrillers or found footage movies, then definitely check out Chronicle. It is worth it. It's only 84 minutes long. It's a good film and it's got a good story as well. So I highly recommend it. So my rating for Chronicle, I'm gonna give my rating for this film. Some problems I have with it, but my rating for this film is 4 to 5 stars, and a thumbs up for Chronicle. So guys, if you've seen Chronicle down below, directed by Josh Trank, starring Alex Russell, Dan DeHaan, and Michael B. Jordan, tell me in the comments down below what do you think of this film. What are you capable of? I like that tagline. That tagline. But tell me in the comments down below what do you think of this film in your personal opinion. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me in the comments down below. And stay tuned for our next review. 2012 review. Now, there are 3 2012 movies I should mention that I'm not going to review, but I will share on my super reviews playlist. All 3 are DC movies. That is, came out in June. Superman vs. the Elite. July was The Dark Knight Rises, which I've already reviewed. I'm gonna share those 2 my DC reviews. And they came out in September was Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Part One. Those are all 3 DC movies, animated film. Well, one's live action, Dark Knight Rises. The last Christopher Nolan Batman movie he did was Dark Knight Rises. That came out this year, that year 2012 as well. But I've already reviewed that. But you will see those for 2012. Okay. So guys, anyway, the next review. This is a sequel. Basically, it's a 2011 film, but I call it 2012 because this film did come out. Well, from what I understand, it came out in 2012. You know, in February 2012. It says it did. I looked it up. It said here in the U.S. it did. So that is a sequel starring Nicolas Cage, which, by the way, happy 61st birthday. Happy birthday, Nicolas Cage. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday. And that is a film called. This is a sequel to the 2007 film, a Marvel film. No, not an MCU movie, but it is Marvel. And that is Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. I don't know how this one will be. I don't remember this being too much of a good movie. But Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. This is my next 2012 review, 2010 superhero review is Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance starring Nicolas Cage, Cara Hinge, John, Johnny Idris Alba as well as in this film. But that's Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. That'll be next. So guys, tell me in the comments down below what do you think of Chronicle in your opinion. And I'm sure you probably do like this movie more than Fan Day. Jim, if you don't like that movie, that's fine, but I don't mind that film. But I'll be doing a revisit review on that someday down the line. When I get to the year 2015, yeah. So not yet. But guys, my rating for this film once again for Chronicle is 4 to 5 stars and a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments down below, guys. Tell me in the comments down below, guys. What do you think of this movie in your opinion? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you maybe hopefully my next review today. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.